Hello everyone, this is another Star Wars Lego MOC. This is my modified E-Wing. This was built for another contest over on TJ the Brick Right's channel. So we'll take a look around this ship. We'll talk about kind of the thought process behind it and show off some of the features as well. This is my entry for the Mynock 5 contest. If you're unfamiliar with the Mynock Squadron, it's a fictionalized group of rebel pilots and their starfighters that TJ the Brick Right created. And every year he has a contest to design a new member of the squadron. This is what I came up with, and I went back to the very first, the first video of the first member of Mynock Squadron, and that was inspired in part by Jet 14's stealth starfighter, at least the color scheme was. So I went back and I was kind of, I have a Jet 14 stealth starfighter and I wanted to kind of make a similar E-Wing, but I'm not a huge fan of the exact proportions of the E-Wing, so I wanted to stretch it out a little bit and kind of go for more of a Z95 headhunter, or even like an X-Wing nose mixed in with an E-Wing. And this is what I came up with. The original member of Mynock Squadron was, I think it was a combination of like 4 different ships. So this is a combination of like an E-Wing plus, a headhunter proportions. All right, so let's take a look at our pilot first off. So he is a pilot for Mynock Squadron. This helmet, I think it's like Poe's helmet, works perfectly with the color scheme. I thought I'd switch and give him black sleeves on his arms to also kind of match a little bit better. Looking at the cockpit here, you can see decently comfortable seat, a couple kind of like, steering yoke and, a screen and another kind of computer panel there. If you lean the seat back, it's a little hard to tell, but there are a pair of pistols stored back there in case our pilot would need them. One of the criteria of this contest is it has to have exposed like machinery, otherwise known as greebling. And I tried to, it's easy to just kind of slap on a bunch of cool pieces like on top, like on top of plates. But I wanted to have this greebling be like pretty deep. So it's like several plates deep. We got some wires, we got some kind of tubing and whatever. And then, the E-Wings usually would have like a section from kind of this, fuselage area, if you want to call it that, and their wings. And so that's what these struts represent. And I like how it worked out. I like how you got the ribbed slopes here with the ribbed struts. And this is a starfighter, so it definitely has some weaponry. You can see each wing has a medium laser cannon. I really like the design of this. I like how this, it's like, I think it's like the BB-8 headpiece, basically. I like how it just has this little open area around it. I think it makes for a nice kind of effect for this gun here. So in addition to this modified E-Wings medium laser cannon, it also has a pair of heavy proton torpedoes. And these were actually seen in my Colonian 2 bomber. You may recognize them from that build there. I just kind of I like the design of it. They clip into the underside of the wing like that. Right here the view isn't as good. Right here it looks pretty good, a little less clunky. It has a pair of them, so one on each wing. You can see where these get mounted right here. Gives it kind of an old school, real world starfighter feel. Viewed from the back, if you're swooshing this around, you can see the yellow lights right there, which go into, or which kind of contrast with the boosters as well. And yeah, these are the boosters for the ship. They're pretty simple. I talked about how I kind of switched up the classic E-wing design. The E-wing usually has like, especially the Jet 14's E-wing had like these massive boosters and these little winglets coming off, and I like this. It's a little cleaner of a design. So the boosters are pretty simple builds. Try to get this to focus here. They're the same on each side here, but I like how they worked out. They're a little lower profile for sure. That's exactly what I was going for. So one last feature of this ship is that this area is kind of a greebled up area, but it also opens up and it's a little hatch, and it has a little storage container. And the contents of this storage container is a reference to Jet 14's stealth starfighter and his like scout starfighter, whatever it was called. I think both those Lego sets from the whatever kind of random Lego show that was, they contained some Jedi holocrons. They were like 1x1 plates kind of twisted up on each other, which were pretty cool. But I thought this piece definitely worked a little better to represent a Jedi holocron. So, I don't know why exactly this pilot has a Jedi holocron. Maybe he was recovering. Maybe the Mynock Squadron was on a mission to retrieve some stolen Imperial stuff that was plundered from the Jedi Temple in Coruscant. I don't know. Mainly, it's just a little throwback, little reference to Jet 14's stealth starfighter. So yeah, this is my contest entry for the Mynock 5 member of Mynock Squadron. Like how this turned out. I was going for not some crazy color scheme. I just wanted the nice single red stripe down the middle. There's a little red on the underside there. I was going for kind of a cleaner color scheme, especially with all this kind of action back here with all the greebling and the wing struts. So yeah, thanks for checking this out. I look forward to seeing everyone's entries into the contest. They're always like really good, really entertaining. It's fun that we all get a vote on them. It's fun to hear TJ's commentary. So yeah, until next time.